Now, pool season has begun in Chicago, and in today's video, we're going to take a look at the iGarden K70 robot that will take care of your pool so that you don't have to. Let's get right to it. Now, robotic pool cleaners take a lot of the work out of maintaining a pool, and the K series is really set to do that very thing. So if we take a look at some of the things that we see here in the back, there's a lot for you to consider. Now, this pool cleaner is going to be really simple for those of you who are looking for an above ground or in-ground pool. My pool is an actually in-ground pool, saltwater based, and we use robots to clean it all the time. I really don't touch the pool at all, both the surface and underwater. This one features wireless technology, 3D S path. It is basically has long endurance, literally 7 hours, right? And it will do floor, walls, and water line, which is important. So that means that not only will it do the bottom, but it is actually going to go up the walls, and then the water line is where the water meets the actual top of the pool, and it kind of does one of those things as it's cleaning across. It has powerful suction. It has also timers, has a large capacity basket, and it has a turbo mode. Now, this robot is really simple to set up. Now, the company provides you with this quick start guide, which is really quick. It looks large, but it's just highlighting all the different aspects of the robot. What is your control panel, filter, brush, all that other stuff that you see here. And then also some of the functions that appear on the control panel that you could just, again, see what's going on and the cleaning modes. This is going to be app-based, so there's going to be an app that you can download, and you'll notice that the app is both Android as well as Apple. So let's take a closer look at the robot, and we'll see it run. Now, this is a good-looking robot. It looks almost like a sports car, or something like from the movie Tron. You notice that it has these treads right here that allow it to navigate in your pool or move around in your pool. It has these front-facing rollers that also allow it to scoop up. On the bottom here, you'll notice that you do have a really generous opening that's going to suck up, all the debris. And it has these little rubberized, I don't want to call them fins, but they're almost like a squeegee that basically, as it's going this way, it makes sure that everything gets pushed here into the mouth, which I also like as well. It's a pretty simple, when you think about these robots, they're pretty straightforward and simple. You have here a water jet, right? And then over here, you have your charging port. I'd say anytime you're going to put this to charge, what you want to make, or when you're going to put it in the pool rather, you want to make sure that this is covered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just close this, because I put this to charge in the house, and we're just going to cover this up really quick so that we can put it in the pool and have it run. Now, before you put it in the pool, just make sure this is securely pushed in so that it covers your contacts, and then you're pretty much set to go. The debris basket is found here. All you have to do is pull up, and you can see that this is a pretty large debris basket. You see this right here? So here you have the opening. If you want to go ahead and open that up to release it, that's all you do. And you can see that this is a very thin material, which is going to pick up a lot of the dust that forms inside the pool. We're not close to any kind of beach, but we tend to get these dust particles that represent almost like if it was sand. So I found that pretty interesting, just as we've been having a pool for over 20 years. But you'll notice here, as we go inside, you'll see some of the stuff that's going on here. As things get sucked in, you'll notice that things come in through here and then expel through here. Pretty straightforward, right? Nothing really too complicated here going on. And what we're going to do is just get this going in the pool so you can see it in action. Now, this robot has a secret button to turn it on, and I want to show you something before you see the display right here. In the very bottom here, this is going to be your on-off switch. You need to make sure that you turn this on to make sure it turns on. And then once you do that, the display lights up. And you can see right here, this is a really cool futuristic display. So here you have all those icons that we saw there on the side. So you have your on-off button, which you see flashing right there. You have your cleaning time. Then you also then have your cleaning modes, your error codes, if anything this comes up. And then what you have over here is your battery level. So the robot is now in the water and running, and you can see that it took the deep dive. We just opened up our pool, so there's some debris on the ground right now. It's not green anymore, which is good. Here in Chicago, when you basically have the pool winterized, they put antifreeze in it, and it looks more like a swamp than it does a pool when it's first open. So water's now clear. Our pool is saltwater based, so it generates its own chlorine as it's going through the filter. So this right now looks pretty decent, at least the debris we have here. I've had it cleaned a little bit earlier, so you can see the pool is pretty clean over here. There's just areas where you have it. You can see that the robot has already started doing its thing, right? So it's starting to climb the walls, and that's important. You want to make sure that it will go all the way up. Remember, it's going to do the wall and the bottom. I didn't have it do the water line. we'll see it in action. And the actual force of the jets is pretty strong, because if you see over here, it's actually pushing, even though the robot's right here, the jets are pushing this debris around. That's pretty impressive that it has that kind of power. So on top, remember that it had that vent, so that as it's sucking, it's pulling out. That's what's disturbing the actual debris that you see right there. Now you can see as the robot is moving a bit, it's kind of like pulling. The suction is so strong that it pulled that debris. Notice how that stuff just moved with it? That shows you how much suction is coming through it. The fact that it's creating kind of like that suction vortex that's coming in, not even being close to it, because typically you would go right over it, but in this case, it's like pulling it straight in. And you can see how things, just the debris and the leaves that are there are just following it. Now there is a retrieval hook that you would just put on your pool pole to remove it from the pool once the job is done. Now we ran the K70 in our pool, and I wanted to show you how much and what it picked up in the actual debris area. So let's take a look at what this looks like. So this is the area. You can see what it picked up. It didn't pick up as much as I'd like it to pick up. So you notice right here, and you saw how the pool was. The pool was really full with debris, but the actual amount that it left versus how much it picked up was really not in sync for me. I'm gonna run it one more time, and I'm also gonna check and see if there's a firmware upgrade, just to see how well it does the second time around. So we went ahead and ran the robot a second time, and it did a good job. So you can see the results. We've had some wind and also some rain, so we have some more debris that came into the pool. But I just wanted to show you it overall took care of the pool well. I had to run it a second time, and it looks like it calibrated the second time much better. So guys, that wraps up our review. See you in the next video.